Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. It's Friday Night Fights here on the Planet of Nerds. I'm Chris Darth Pyrin Walker. And we are happy to premiere Friday Night Fights, where two fighters fight each other in one topic for 3 rounds, 4 minutes each. Let's see who can deliver the knockout blow by the end. We have 4 fighters tonight for each for a round, and the winners take on each other. Fighting in the first fight on the left. Yes, they can hear you now.
Hey!
He likes comic books and Valheim. Say hello to Comic Book Bob.
Are we live this time? We're doing this? All right. Okay.
Yes, they
We're professionals,
can
people.
hear you. And go ahead and follow Comic Book Bob at youtube.com/Comic Book Bob and on Twitter at Comic Book Bob.
Yes. And also check us out Thursdays on the Talking Balls Network for our wrestling show. It's about to be a slobber knocker up in here.
Ooh. And Bob is also a member of the Nerdiverse. Next to him, fighting in our second fight, he's mean, he's green, he had to jump in last minute to fight. It's Kev, a.k.a. Nuff Said, a.k.a. Captain Strong Bow. No click because he just opened one. How you doing today, Kev? You ready to fight impromptuly? Now you're muted. Why are you? Now you muted yourself.
I think he's doing it just to be a dick.
I know.
Just fucking about with you.
I know. I know. Oh, I know. Cause I know. I didn't mute anything. So how you feeling?
Well, you didn't unmute anything last time. You didn't notice.
No, I did. No, yeah, but I had. But no. I had unmuted then remuted. So yeah. I was trying to make sure you guys didn't make a sound. Gosh.
Well, you could just ask us
Already
to be quiet,
causing
you know?
trouble with the referee. As usual. You ready to fight last minute?
Damn right I am. I haven't got a fucking clue what I'm, how I'm going to fight. I haven't got any strategy planned. I haven't got any techniques down pat because 5 minutes ago I was the fucking referee in this thing. So, but taking one for the team. It's only been 8.5 hours. Almost 9.
And on the right, he's a former Discord Nerd Wars king. He doesn't have any socials to plug, but he loves movies nonetheless. It's Eric. How you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing great. And just because I don't have any social medias to plug doesn't mean I don't have social media. It's just I really like keeping it secret because if anyone looks at it, they're pretty much going to their end result's going to be the Nazis at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. You open up hey, I found Eric's Twitter.
You posted new pics on there.
I love it.
Yeah.
Go
So
check out
everybody's
his
face is just like,
OnlyFans,
no!
folks. Check out Eric's OnlyFans. Or
Or
am
his only
I?
feet. Or his only feet.
And next to him, the proud owner of a comic book shop in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Rogue Comics. Go check him out. It's Mike. How you
What's
doing,
up,
Mike?
guys? I'm well.
Well, you ready to fight?
Absolutely.
I know you
Absolutely.
were very you were hoping you got your first choice of answer, and it looks like you're going to. So
It's by default, but I'll take it.
yeah.
I'll take it.
So you're gonna get to fight Kev. Kev's a mean fighter. I mean, look over at him. He kind of is big and green.
Dude, he's green. He's thinking about the prospect of fighting me, and he's turned green. Look at that. There's
Yeah,
nothing else I can say.
nauseous from getting close to you, mate.
Okay. Now I know how. Okay.
So here's how this is gonna work. Check out our cool little layout, folks. Look at that. Now you don't see the other two fighters, but you see these two fighters. Let's get 4 minutes on the clock. All right, the first round, or undercard as we will call it. Best early 2000s action movie. Bob, what is your pick?
Ladies, gentlemen, fellow nerds, every debate is a ballet with violence. just like action films. And I'm not here to argue that my opponent's choice for best action film isn't good. I mean, look at the decade. Man on Fire, Battle Royale, Equilibrium. There's a lot of them. I'm here to argue that his choice isn't the best action film for the naughties. There are many factors. Action set pieces, cast, budget versus box office draw, story. But in the end, it comes down to one thing and one thing only. The effect that film has on the next generation. And when you stack all these things up, you come to only one answer. Kill Bill, Volume 1.
All right. I love the build up, Bob. Love it. That's our true wrestling fan right there. Eric, lay it on us.
My pick, the best action film of the early 2000s. And there's a good argument you can say of the entirety of the 2000s. Came out the very first year, kicked the whole entire decade off. And it's a movie that many people don't really can argue whether or not it technically is an action movie, but it's a film so epic and concerns so many themes and ideas, and just on a production value when it comes to acting and story, that the fact that it also can be considered an action movie is a value in and of itself. And it has some great freaking action in it. It doesn't have any guns or explosions, but it does have a lot of swords, a lot of shields, a lot of spears, a whole lot of blood and violence. Ridley Scott's last masterpiece, Gladiator.
Oh, yeah, folks. Kill Bill Volume 1 versus Gladiator. So, folks, go ahead and put those in the boxes, shall we? Hold on to fix this. Volume 1. Watch this behind the scenes in action. Got to do this earlier, but that's okay. Zoom. Text. Boom. Gladiator. Bum, 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 bum. Y'all ready for this?
Combat.
All right. Guys, I want a nice clean fight. No insulting each other. No insulting each other's movies. We want constructive criticism. We want constructive debate. We want a good, clean fight. You got 4 minutes for the first round. And then when it's over, you will have a minute in between. And then you'll go back in the ring for 4 more minutes. And then another break. And then 4 more minutes. And then we'll judge. Are the fighters ready?
Ready.
And fight.
If it isn't necessarily an action film, it's not an action film.
It is an action film, Bob. It is an action film. The film begins with an action scene, with a war sequence so epic that most other movies would end with it. The battle against the barbarians in Germania that kicks off Gladiator is one of the best opening sequences in recent film history. It establishes the character of Maximus as this great established general that cares for his men, cares for the greater of Rome, and shows the absolute hell that Roman warfare and combat was in that time and place of Rome. It establishes an era where Rome is an empire that pretty much has conquered the world, and yet sooner when Marcus Aurelius comes in, it establishes that the empire itself is corrupt.
Okay. All right, I'll let you talk for a minute. Now it's my turn. All right. Let me ask you this. How much time does what's his name spend in that movie crying? Okay. Kill Bill reestablished the samurai genre. It was the perfect balance of action and comedy. And it gets better with every watch. Every time you watch it, it gets better. Hey, I let you talk for a minute. It's my turn. Okay. And then you want to talk about action set pieces. How about the samurai fight in the House of Blue Leaves against the 88, against the crazy 88, the bride against. I mean, you don't get more iconic than that fight scene.
So the only action scene in your movie at the very end, where my movie opened with a scene as epic as the crazy 88 fight, and then go through various battles in North Africa, straight to the Colosseum, the battle against the Twin Tigers.
Now you're showing your ignorance. The only action scene in the entire film.
The only one that's memorable.
Are you forgetting her? Are you forgetting the masterful action scene again of the bride versus Ori and Ishii in the snow?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The whole entire climax of your movie.
You're showing your ignorance here.
The crazy 88 and the battle of the 10 leads. That was like the last half hour of the movie. My movie has action actually spread.
Do you want hamburger or do you want steak? Your film has these battles spread throughout it.
Yeah,
Kill Bill takes you on a journey with this character, leads you through this story, and then at the end, it serves you freaking Wagyu filet mignon. Come on,
dude. The battle against the Minotaur man in North Africa. Are you not entertained? The battle of the Twin Tigers, the battle where there's the little chariot fight where Maximus and with his other gladiator friends are his other slaves, including Shimon Hansu, have to defend themselves from like these crazy. It shows the craziness almost as much as you could do with a budget as big as you can get in 2000.
Okay. Yeah, a budget of what? $100 million.
Recreation of what felt almost impossible to do in just 50 years beforehand.
Kill Bill did with 30 million what Ridley Scott couldn't do with 100.
Okay, no, Ridley Scott with 100 million recreated Rome and that era of time and the brutality and the epicness of what life was like as a Roman citizen, as a Roman soldier, as a Roman gladiator, even into the Roman Senate. My movie has one of the greatest villain performances in comedy in Joaquin Phoenix.
Of all time. Kill Bill had a villain that was so sinister, you didn't even see him until the second movie, and you were scared to death of him. Commodus is a joke.
Not talking about Kill Bill Volume 1. My movie was
time.
Ding 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 ding.
Point deduction.
Woo! As the dog barks in the background. Piper, calm down. Wow, what a round. Let me go ahead and get rid of the fight card for a second. Boom, boom, and boom. This will become more smooth later. Wow, what a first round. Let me put 60 seconds on the clock. All right. Clear 1 minute. I should have this ready to go right afterwards, but sorry. First episode. So we got 1 minute of in between. How do you guys feel after that first round?
Not what I was expecting. I thought we were going to go round robin, but okay.
Let's go.
No, it's a fight, man. It's a boxing match.
I got you.
This is a boxing match, man. And no, that was good. Like, I like that. I let you talk. You let me talk. Good aggression. I like it. And Eric, you were very aggressive as well. I like it. What do the other fighters think so far?
They don't think shit, apparently.
No,
apparently.
No. I'd muted my mic. Can you hear me now?
Yes, can hear you now.
Good. Personally, I think you both suck. You're both wrong.
Well, no, that's not what I meant. Not
Best early 2000s action movie was Shoot 'Em Up.
I love that movie. The turn signal scene, my favorite scene of the movie ever.
Yeah. So yeah,
my favorite was.
I think Bob's leading by default because he didn't pick Gladiator. Because Gladiator is one of the lamest movies I've ever seen.
Oh, we don't need that.
Okay.
Hold on.
Listen.
All right.
Listen.
All right.
This is a fight.
Welcome your hate.
We're respecting.
Mike,
I respect his opinion. Because Gladiator, like I said, was on the list. But come on, man.
All right. So
No.
all right.
Seconds out.
We are getting ready. 4 minutes on the clock. You fighters ready for round 2?
Yep.
Reddit.
And go.
All right. So a film is only as good as its creator. So let's look at the creative process here. Produced by Tarantino and Uma Thurman together. Directed by Tarantino, who can make chicken salad out of chicken shit. With a cast that in most movies wouldn't get anywhere near as much press as Kill Bill did. Uma Thurman, Lucy Liu, Vivica A. Fox, Michael Madsen, Daryl Hannah, David Carradine. Most people didn't even know who the hell David Carradine was.
And most people didn't know who people like Derek Jacobi and Joaquin Phoenix was until they saw Gladiator.
I didn't know who Joaquin Phoenix was. His brother was River Phoenix.
Was until they saw Gladiator. Gladiator is this incredibly well acted with some of the best, most quotable dialogue
with some of the biggest actors in the industry. Tarantino did this with people that most people didn't even know existed. Sonny Chiba, who else besides me knows who Sonny Chiba is?
I mean,
Michael
I know
Parks. My
is,
God,
come on,
come on, man. You can't compare the cast.
Really, people didn't know who. Really, how many people were talking about Joaquin Phoenix before they saw Gladiator? You were there in 2000. I wasn't.
Joaquin Phoenix was a child actor. People knew who he was.
Nobody knew he was that good. No one really knew. No one was talking about Russell Crowe like he was one of the biggest stars in the world. The movie took several of some of the best actors and put them in front of a film. Like this is one of the most epic films. Again, it's just the simple fact
Ridley Scott is a great director. I am not going to argue with you about Ridley Scott being a great director.
Dude,
but I'm telling you this, he pulled from the creme de la creme of Hollywood. Tarantino pulled from the gutters. Tarantino is famous for taking people whose careers are over and turning them back into stars overnight.
Yeah, and so did Ridley Scott do that with Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe was on the up and come. He was in the Virtuosity.
That movie made him to a fucking megastar, dude. This movie is like you want to talk about this movie.
Who was a megastar?
So freaking good that even though it was technically a summer blockbuster, this movie was released at the beginning of summer. How many summer blockbusters do you see get the amount of critical acclaim and just critics were all over this?
When the director's name is Ridley Scott, all of them.
Like the Academy Awards
Tarantino likes to build his cast from the ground up.
My movie was so good that in a year like 2000, they were able to look at a movie like Gladiator, basically this epic action war movie. They were able to look at that and say, damn, that movie was so good. It like put my higher up end ass. And I had to give it the fucking Academy Award for Best Picture, dude.
You cannot say that Russell Crowe was an unknown. He was an up and comer. He was in movies. He was in Virtuosity. He was in Romper Stomper. He was one of the Hollywood darlings. Tarantino makes his films with people that have been cast off.
Come on. Like, dude, most people knew, if anyone knew Russell Crowe, he was like the 5th most important person in LA Confidential. Russell Crowe, it made his career. Gladiator. It made Joaquin Phoenix.
Virtuosity made his career. He was in the movie with freaking Denzel Washington, for God's sake.
You can't, like, no.
You tell me Denzel Washington isn't a huge box office draw that
no one talked about Denzel Washington. No one talked about Joaquin Phoenix in the Denzel Washington movie. Everyone talked about it. People still to this day talk about that's
because the roles were reversed. In Virtuosity, Russell Crowe was the Joaquin Phoenix character. That's why he was cast in Gladiator to begin with. And then Joaquin Phoenix came.
Time. Woo! That was a good round, guys. That was a good round. Back and forth. Get the rest of the gallery in. 60 seconds on the clock. Not 46. 60 seconds. Start. All right. So we got a minute to talk about this, guys. Whew. So one thing I want to say is, though, focus on the action part a little more for this third round. Because you guys are definitely going blow to blow on what's the better movie, but I do want to know what's the better action movie, and it's very close on so far. Whew.
See, since I loathe Gladiator, I wanted
We
Eric.
couldn't tell.
I wanted Eric to convince me that I was wrong, and Bob just kept like body blowing him with all those facts about Tarantino and the stuff that. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
waiting for
Eric,
Eric to come back, man.
all right, so Mike is looking for an Eric comeback in the third round because he thinks his unofficial scorecard has Bob ahead. Kev, we're gonna run out of time on the mid timer,
Yeah.
but
I think I was impressed with Bob pulling out the virtuosity card. I have to say, not everybody remembers that movie.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that was a good blow there. That was a solid blow.
Definitely a solid blow there, Eric. You definitely have had some the Joaquin Phoenix thing for me. Definitely is in my mind because you're right. But that's all I'm going to say right now. So let's put the fighters back in the ring. What the heck? I got rid of the Zoom gallery entirely. That's what I did. Put the fight card back up. Fighters are back in the ring. Are the fighters ready for the final round?
Yeah, let's do this.
Ready.
And fight.
All right, you want to talk
Okay,
about action?
so-
Let's talk about
Yeah,
action.
you want to talk about your one action scene in
Gladiator
Kill Bill.
was
Let's
a
talk about
very
the whole
good-
climax. My whole movie had
Very good.
multiple gladiator battles.
Gladiator
in the
was a
arena.
very good,
They
typical
recreated the
Hollywood
Roman Coliseum, and they had
blockbuster.
some of the coolest
Kill Bill
fight scenes
had
in there. The Battle of the
amazing.
Twin
It was
Tigers,
amazingly
the battle
stylized.
against
It was
the chariots.
it was a tribute to the old samurai films of old. Like I said, with Sonny
movie
Chiba.
escalated the
KB
sword
was
and
the
sandals
fights were
genre.
far more
Without my
visceral.
movie, you basically
The fights
no
were
one
more
really cared
personal
about
and more
Gladiator
violent.
movies.
Oren
It was
versus the
basically
Bride is
everyone cared about Rome
the
afterwards,
standard
man.
going into the next generation. And talking about the next generation, this film was a precursor to the next generation. Films like John Wick, Logan, Dread, The
And my
Raid,
movie brought
Mad
you
Max,
Troy.
Fury Road.
My movie
The
brought you
test of
300.
an action
My movie
film
brought you this Last
is
Samurai
what
and a whole
is what
bunch
it
of
brings
historical
to the
fiction
next
that
generation.
many people were obsessed with this genre. It
When
brought
Oren,
these
when the
epic
brides faced off
historical
against
tales
Oren
and gave them the amount
and
of
cut
time
the
and
top
money
of
and
her head
action
off
that they deserve,
in one
it led
swipe.
to some of the greatest action movies.
And once again, you're showing your ignorance again because you're saying one action scene. One action scene. There were action scenes the whole movie. It's just
no
that
one did.
they didn't
It
blow their
basically
wad
brought Rome
on
back.
every
Remember
action
Rome on
scene. They
HBO?
built
Rome
to that
on
scene
HBO. The reason
against
it
the
was so
Crazy
popular
88.
was because
And then
people
that in
were
turn
obsessed
built
with
to that
Gladiator.
finally reaching Oren after going through this gauntlet.
Yeah, the same
Bride
thing. Going
faces
after
off
this
against an
gauntlet that
opponent
Maximus
who is
did,
superior
having to
to
go
her,
through
but
the
because
Twin
of the
Tigers, having to
skill
go through all this
that she
craziness.
got, the
He
sword
tried
that
to
she
escape, and
obtained,
he still got captured by Commodus.
she was
And
able to
just
bridge
the
that
scene
gap.
of him going to Commodus and Commodus realizing the man he forgot that he thought was dead, the man he forgot
Commodus, the
thought
weak.
was killed, is still
Commodus was
alive.
a weak enemy.
I am
He was
husband to a
he was
mother's
sister.
wife,
He was
father
he
to a
was
mother's
crafty,
son.
but he was
I
weak.
am- I will have
Oren
my
was
name is Gladiator,
was
and I will have my
superior.
life. In this life
Oren
or the
was the
next.
superior villain. She
Oren
was
was
actually
she was like a
stronger than the
number
bride. The
4.
bride had
She
to
was a
find
number 4
had to have a new
lackey
sword forge
to David
to
Carradine,
be
who
able to
didn't show up
bridge that
until
gap.
the second freaking movie.
It was the
Commodus
underdog
someone,
overcoming
the Emperor of
the
Rome, that amount of
invincible.
power, that amount of pure power to be the Roman fucking emperor.
He was the Roman emperor, but nobody respected him. He was weak, and they saw it. He knew he was weak. That's why he was always crying about everything. He couldn't.
Yeah, that's what
he
I
couldn't
put. It like
he
shows
couldn't beat
the danger
the
of what
Maximus.
someone with that
He couldn't
mental
beat Maximus
mindset can
one-on-one,
do when
so
put
he
into a
cheated.
position of power.
Oren was the Godzilla of the film. She couldn't be beaten, but somehow the bride was able to overcome her in that scene. And that scene, just the way the scene was shot with silence and in the snow with the water, with the water trying going up and down.
Shot with the epic fire and with the fire, like that final confrontation.
A typical Hollywood big budget set piece.
Tied up. He literally, like the slimy bastard, he is takes a shot into Commodus with a poison knife, only for Maximus to do the same thing in front of the whole entire fucking Roman arena, basically ending corruption and like ending the Roman Empire as we knew it. Is simply one of the biggest.
He didn't end the Roman Empire. He gave it back to Zimmer. He handed it off to a bunch of people who later on just destroyed it anyway.
But that doesn't matter in the whole movie. As that scene, when Maximus dies, and we see him reunited with his family in the afterlife. Maximus does die because it's more emotional when he's accomplished all of this stuff. It's the same reason why Braveheart is a great movie. It shows the sacrifice and the need. My movie is actually technically way more realistic than your movie, and that's one of the things it shows that realism.
Action films aren't supposed to be realistic. They're supposed to be entertaining. They're supposed to be action packed.
To make the
time. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. You guys okay?
Yep. Good job, man.
Yeah. You too.
Whoa, man, oh man. Oh my. Yeah, the fight was intense. Eric, Bob got you. He had you against the ropes the whole time. Because he was pulling out why it was a good action movie, and you kept just saying why it was a good movie. And the last round was kind of bad, both of you.
Yeah, I kind of blew my wad on the second one.
Yeah, I think in the second
rope
round,
a little bit
but you the first round, even with the cast, you pulled out so many actors, and Eric, you brought out 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I just forgot Richard Harris and Jimon Hansu, and oh god, that movie is just so packed with that.
Dude, and to be fair, Gladiator was almost my choice. I was like,
exactly.
Man, I'm trying to figure out.
It's like,
the realism thing at the end that got me points.
Without Gladiator, you don't get Rome on HBO. You don't get The Last Samurai.
Yep.
Right, you don't get Troy, you don't get 300, you don't get this whole slew of historical.
All right, where was that during the fight?
There you go.
I brought it up at the end.
He tried to. I was kind of shutting him down.
Yeah, you were shutting him down. Learn to give and take a little bit, both of you.
Yeah.
Also, if I might add some constructive technical criticism.
Yes.
Eric, invest in a headset or something, because the first 2/3, Bob was overpowering you because of his microphone, and you were like,
and that's not Bob. That's not your fault. Don't feel bad.
Oh no, Bob. Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, if you had a stronger mic, maybe you would have been able to push back.
Yeah.
At least for me.
I don't know how it sounds from here, so
no, I mean, you sound okay. It's just that Bob sounded better, and he was able to. Well, and it wasn't even just. I think even regardless of the mic, Bob sounded like he had a little more confidence in his argument.
Yeah.
I did take 15 minutes to do research.
Oh yes. Okay, and Eric, I'm sure, took time to do his research too.
Yeah.
But he just sounded more confident in his argument that it was the better. Whether it's the better film or the better action movie, neither of you really did help me decide which one's the better action movie. Although, Eric, you definitely lost your points when you said Kill Bill only has one good action scene. That to me, definitely, it's not true. You just go back and watch the movie and you can see it's not true. I mean,
even both the wrong answers finished arguing now.
So, Kev, now let's hear your.
I mean, Kill Bill has more than one action scene.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, yes, Kill Bill, it's an extended action scene at the end, but there is more than one action scene. Gladiator, I do agree, the opening battle sequence, they burnt down 500 acres of forest to make that scene.
I was waiting for him to throw that in there, man.
Yes, if you'd brought up that they'd actually done that,
that would have helped.
Yeah, that would have been, because you're building on the scope of the action. There was thousands of extras there, 500 acres of forest burnt down, but you didn't. You just went, oh, great opening scene with a battle. And you didn't expand on that. You should have. And Bob,
I was a little worried about that opening scene, because I remember, man, that thing was pretty damn epic.
Because I'm not being funny, that could have been a TKO on the first round there, really, But No, Bob. Yeah, Eric, you didn't focus enough on the action. You kept bringing out, oh yeah, great actors like Joaquin Phoenix, and suddenly
Russell
our minds gone
Crowe.
blank. Yeah,
Russell
that's the
Crowe.
one.
Yeah, and Bob, you only mentioned the actors once, which was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Except for Tarantino and Uma Thurman, but that's because they were more invested in the film than just actors.
Yeah. And I like the way you shut him down with Russell Crowe when you're like, what are you on about? It made Russell Crowe. Virtuosity with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. So that was a good counterpunch there. I have to say that was a very good counterpunch.
Yeah.
You can see
and let's see. Does the chat?
One for Bob, two for Eric.
So the destruction committed in order to make a movie would have won him points. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was all about the action in that.
Yeah.
In that debate.
You know a movie that you forgot about before Gladiator, Quick and the Dead.
Oh yeah.
So Russell Crowe was big in that. He was in that before Virtuosity.
Yeah.
L.A. Confidential.
Yeah,
Russell
Gene
Crowe was a
Hackman.
big star before friggin' Gladiator, dude.
Yeah, but you didn't do that.
I didn't mention it either. So
no, you're not going to score points after the fact.
Yeah.
In fact, you keep going, we'll take a point off you for a blow after the bell.
So this is where we have our intermission, and I change stuff, or I just turn it off. Just gonna turn those off. Later. Oops.
It was a good fight though, man. Like I said, Gladiator was like that was like my second choice. I was like,
yeah.
But I thought about it, I was like, he's probably gonna pick this one.
Yeah. Like that movie was just iconic.
I'll tell you what, man. Oh, it's an amazing movie. It's one of my favorites.
It is Ridley Scott's last truly great movie.
Yeah. We gotta do like the best Godzilla film of all time.
Like it's gotta be the original 54, at least like in terms of movie, like in terms of standards of movie, it's the 54 original. Like at least in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Destroy All Monsters is pretty like that was kind of like them. That was
like,
kind of blow their wad.
Yeah, by the way, Hosea, sorry, in the chat. No, you're wrong because Ryan was 98.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan was 1990.
That was actually that one and The Matrix were both like, oh, maybe I'll look at those, but then I was like, they were both pre.
Matrix was 99, right?
Yeah, 99. It was just outside.
Yeah.
Nice shout, but no, automatic disqualification there, I'm afraid, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. No, but like if we're talking about like a personal like best Godzilla movie in terms of like regardless of quality, I think the Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah 1991.
Yeah, I do like that one. I like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla in that time period. Yeah.
Yeah, the 90s Godzillas. Those are the Godzillas I grew up with, like the Heisei era they call it. Those ones.
Yep.
Like those 5 in the 90s versus King Ghidorah. They did Mothra again, then Mechagodzilla again, then Space Godzilla, and then Destroya ended. Destroya. Those five. Those are like in my top 10 easily.
Yeah, Destroya is an underrated film.
Oh yeah, like it's very exciting. Like you guys, like admittedly, all the Godzilla movies in the past had somewhat of a slow pace, but in terms of just pure what they were able to do, that final battle with all the monsters coming together to defeat King Ghidorah at the end, like that is just still impressive.
Yeah.
Even if you had taken, like, you got guys on wires, you got guys in suits, it's incredible.
Man in suit, man. So it's man in suit is always best.
And in suit, yeah.
Sorry, we kind of hijacked it there.
No,
go. Nerdness.
Keep going, because I should have. Actually, I'm glad I didn't have this ready because one of the fighters is different. So, yeah, just keep talking. No, keep talking. Yeah. I should have done it, and I did something in Photoshop. I should have just done
Oh yeah, you know what? The Martian, yeah. The last good Scott.
Oh yeah, the Martian was pretty good, but I mean, I don't know, like it's
not a typical Ridley Scott movie though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. In terms, like, it's pretty scientifically, I think when it comes to like when the science and all that is something that Ridley was clearly invested in. But I mean, when I think of Ridley Scott, I think more like of actual, like either like more genre pieces. And Gladiator is arguably more of a genre piece than The Martian, mainly because again, Gladiator brought the sword and sandals genre, which was thought to be this cheap, somewhat lazy thing that Italian and Southern European studios made in the 60s and 70s for a quick buck.
Yeah.
You're on about
Really
Dino
got-
De Laurentiis and stuff.
Dino De Laurentiis,
Yeah.
yes.
By the way, sorry,
like-
Eric, just want to, don't mean to be interrupt, but whilst we have this slight technical pause for Chris to do his thing because he is our Alfred, I'd just like to thank everybody again for tuning in, joining us. Me and Chris are doing a 4-day streamaganza. We are putting, our mental sanity and, physical health on the line here to sit in front of computers and chat lots and lots of random stuff for 4 days. We're halfway through the second day, all in aid of charity. On Sunday, it is actually International Rare Disease Day. And we are, again, fundraising. This is the second fundraiser we've done. We are fundraising for FMF and IAD charity. Chris is, because Chris actually, our good friend Chris Alfred, he actually does suffer from FMF. And the last time we done this, we managed to raise enough money to provide counseling support groups for children who are dealing with FMF. And according to the parents and the children themselves and the doctors involved, they did notice an uptake in the children, a response. They were coping with things better, etc., etc. So we managed to pay for those sessions, and this time around, our original goal is £1,000. Well, it was $1,000, but we done it in the UK so we can sucker all you American viewers into not noticing.
Screw us.
Hey, yeah, sod you Americans. Also, we get a much better exchange rate. and we're hoping to be able to fund the next 6 months worth of counseling sessions for these children who are suffering with this disease. It's terrible. I mean, Chris has days where he's completely he's completely, well, every day he's pretty useless, but he can't actually do anything. So I want to thank everybody here for just joining us, watching, talking in the chat. And I want to give a special shout out to, again, our donors. We have Jeff Harris. Thank you so much. The novice coming through, John, who you'll be seeing here later on. The legend, David March, Dante stepping up to the plate twice, James stepping up to the plate twice, whoever this Planet of Nerds person is. I personally think that's Steph. Robert Wright is a good friend of Chris's. Gippy, haven't seen you around today, but if you're watching this on replay, love you, girl. Steph, our good friend and fellow co-host on the Planet of Nerds. She donated twice, once under her name, once under ours. I don't know why. And, you missed her earlier, but she'll be back again tomorrow, I hope. And so, yes, this is as much as this is all fun and games, we are actually here for an important reason. And yeah, just thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. If you can afford, the GoFundMe link is in there. Thank you very much, James. Thank you. Yes. And we have Paul as well in the chat. He was on earlier to talk about his, experiences with rare diseases, and I'm not going to bring anything else up about that because that's his story to tell, and he graciously did share it on our stream. But yeah,
So go watch it on the replay.
Exactly. I was getting there. And then me and Paul actually did get into it for about 2 hours on Star Trek as well. But yeah, click the link if you a $5, $10, £1, whatever you can spare if you can. I mean, people think we're taking the piss with the hashtag for the children in the bottom of it. We're not. This is all about helping kids get the emotional and psychological support they need when they're dealing with what can at times be a very, very crippling condition. So again, just want to say thank you all for being here. And yeah, let's get back to it now. Right.
All right, folks, we are all set up. Next time, this will be a lot smoother because
sharp learning curve ahead.
Yeah, well, and also dealing with a stream and everything. I got a million things, not just one show I'm dealing with. So We are on to round 2 between an impromptu fighter and a scheduled fighter. First, on the right, we introduced him earlier. We got Mike at Rogue Comics. On the left, we've got Nuff Said coming in as an impromptu fighter.
Thank you.
The topic, best comic book movie soundtrack. And let's start with your choice, Mike.
Well, essentially all I would have to say is Prince, and then that would be the end of the argument, because anytime you get an artist who is an actual musician instead of a record label, oh, let's see how many hit singles we can fit on this album just to tie it into the movie and we can get that little rub from them, that's something special. And Batman was, well, I'll get into it afterwards. I want to hear what Kev has to say first.
Kevin, go ahead. No,
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Kevin, your choice.
I have gone with Brandon Lee's The Crow.
Woo.
And there you go, mic drop. I'm done. That's it. You know, just walk away now, mate. Just walk away.
Oh, no, not at all. The fact that you can try to compare and equate an album with let's see, a bunch of 90s like whatever they would call them, hard rock, or no, what was the
Save it. I'm gonna start. Let's start the clock.
Oh,
all right,
okay,
so the fighters are ready and fight.
Bring it, boy. Come on. What you got?
I got Prince. I got Tim Burton. When Prince, before he became Prince, one of the first songs he had ever played on the piano, his dad let him play, was the theme to the TV show Batman. So it was kind of serendipitous that Tim Burton actually used 2 of Prince's songs, 1999. And
so I'm just going to stop you right there. You've got Prince. I have such great classics as 9 Inch Nails, you know. I've got fucking Stone Temple Pilots. I've got Pantera. I mean, come on. Any one of them.
Okay, and what song did they play?
Shit him out. Like
what song did Pantera play on the Crow soundtrack? Name the song. Name the song.
Which one? From who?
The soundtrack that you're trying to.
No, sorry. I thought you named a specific artist there.
Pantera, yeah.
Oh, the Pantera one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the begins with a B. The Badge.
Exactly. Now let's see. In fact, before the fight had even started, James Tyler, who is in our chat watching this, quoted songs from a Prince cut on the album. So you had to actually look to see what the name of the Pantera song was on the Crow album.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know James. He's got about 1 million. He's got about 1 million browsers open right now.
It's basically
5 of them are on WikiFeet.
It's basically it comes down to this. You have an artist who was able to take the concept that Tim Burton threw at him after visiting the set. Tim just wanted to use Prince's songs in the movie and or have him re-record them, and he's like, you know what, let me come visit the set. So he did, and I won't even get into how Batman 89 is superior of all the Batman movies, including those horrible Christopher Nolan movies, but the fact that he was able to churn out an album that basically thematically went with the movie. In fact, on the songs, I mean, granted, Prince did all of the
Prince
songwriting.
only did the soundtrack because he actually wanted to play Batman. Prince originally
no. I mean, if you want to be that ridiculous,
I'm sorry, but
you could say that Prince only did it because he wanted to bang Kim Basinger, which he eventually did do. But no, that's not the reason. He did it because he felt a kinship with Batman. Yes, which started when he was a child playing the theme from the 66 Batman TV show. Yes, and the music is incomparable. I mean, as much as Pantera might be good for their genre of music, I mean,
no. I'm sorry.
No, there's no comparison.
No. There is so much more emotional scope with the Crow soundtrack. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
everything
disagree.
you hear, because it's a variety of artists. Every song has a different feel, a different tone, and they fit so much better into different scenes in the movie.
Okay,
What
quick.
you're saying is we've got one bloke, it just makes the whole film feel generic. Whereas all these different artists bring something different to the table. Every scene where there's a song, it brings up a different emotional context.
Actually, it doesn't, because Prince can do all that by himself. He doesn't need various artists to do that, because you have the dark foreboding, the future, and then you have Jax as he's going through the art museum with Party Man. So I mean, those two things aren't the same, because if you listen to the future is essentially Gotham in a song.
No.
Yes, actually it is. And even though he did write the lyrics too, on the album, Prince credits the songs to various characters. For instance, he credits the future and
All
Wow.
right.
Okay, I'll stop.
Damn.
Whew.
Oof.
Wow. Hold on. Let me bring away the. You guys, yeah. Whew. That was back and forth, because I mean, Mike's got some great points about Prince. Kev, you've got some great points about the
Crow.
variety.
Oof.
That's all I really can say about this fight. Let me bring in the other two. You guys have any comments?
Only thing I will say is these are two great choices. I do remember the lyrics to Party Man. I could not, and as much as I liked the soundtrack to The Crow, I cannot remember like the name of every song and the lyrics to them all.
Oh yeah. By the way, I have to apologize for my hesitation there. I am in last minute, so
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of tracks to both of these films when I was younger. But if I can give you both a tip, so far there's one song from each of your soundtrack that neither of you have mentioned that that are my particular favorite. So if you can, and I'm not going to tell you it, I'm going to leave it as a tip. If you can manage to get to that song and explain why it's great, so good, I might be able to give you the point.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to go through your soundtrack again and think of what song you haven't mentioned, because you might be onto it.
Yeah, because right now I'm leaning a little bit towards Batman and Prince, because like I said, I can remember that song. But if you could like jog my memory, like, oh yeah. Because the only song that I can remember from The Crow is Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah, I mean, there is one song from the, again, two great soundtracks. Mike, I admit right now I am someone leaning towards Mike because he's closer to to my favorite songs. And one thing, he's mentioning songs used in the film. That's one of the things that I would recommend to Kev. Think of a scene where a song is used in the film and is used to great effect.
Okay. So sounds like we've got a good break. I didn't set the timer because I'm doing a million things. So are you guys ready for round two?
Bring it, baby. I'm only. Yeah, well, hold on. Before you ring the bell, hold on. Vital fluids.
Mike's not amused. All right, fighters ready.
Mm-hmm.
And fight.
Okay, you wanted to know one song that absolutely nails this film. Very simple. Can't Rain All the Time. There are several different renditions of it. You have his girlfriend, the voice of his girlfriend singing it, and it just brings back that emotional feeling, because the whole point of the story is he's lost his true love. And every time you hear that, it just reminds you of the love of his life, even to the point where they just quote the title of it when he saves the girl whose name I cannot remember now. She's about to get run over by the car in the rain. And she's like, "Oh, I hate this weather," and all the rest. And he just turns out, "Hey,
What I
can't rain
think
all the
is
time." And
very
she's like,
what I think is very sad is that your most memorable song for that soundtrack wasn't even recorded for the soundtrack and came out the year before the soundtrack did. That's actually what is
it
most
was used in the
disappointing about
film.
your
Sorry,
soundtrack.
so it was used in the film.
My film, as far as the soundtrack was concerned, all of these songs were custom made for the soundtrack because Tim Burton requested it. Actually, Prince went above and beyond what Tim Burton originally wanted because, again, he wanted to use the 2 songs or have Prince re-record them. And instead, Prince was like, "You know what? Hold this. I got this." And he gave them songs that there were songs intended for the album that they didn't even use in there. But all the songs were specific to the characters, at least in Prince's mind. There were 3 songs that were
in Prince's mind, not everybody else's.
No, because Tim Burton.
Prince has a weird mind. Come
Prince,
on,
what?
come on.
What? Wait. Are you? Wait, you're actually questioning Prince's brilliance? Seriously? Like
To a
music?
point. I mean,
like
somebody
if you're
who
talking
renames
about like
himself
political
Squeedle,
or whatever, maybe that might be something. But this is music we're talking about here.
Yeah, but
I mean, the man
anybody who
put out-
renames himself a symbol, it just. I mean,
Well, see,
come on,
I can
just-
go into the entire thing why he did that, but I don't know if that's relevant to the fact that the Batman is way better than the Crow is as a soundtrack.
I mean, come on,
But
you got
anyways,
The Cure for God's sake on this freaking
you do have the
soundtrack.
Cure. Yes, you do. There's a bunch of other artists you haven't named either that
Yeah,
I know.
I know
that.
I could go through them. I can go through them. If
I'll give you a little time to get to the Wikipedia to refresh your memory because this soundtrack is so forgettable.
To you, but I'm
with the
not on.
exception
I'm
of
not
the
on
Crow
Wikipedia.
and the Nine
Chris
Inch
will,
Nails.
I could share my screen with Chris to prove
Orcs
to you
don't
I'm
share
not on
their
Wikipedia.
screens, though. See, that's the thing.
No, but I am not on Wikipedia. I'll guarantee I'm not touching my computer at all. I can tell you right now, you've got everybody from, like, well, we've already said Rage Against the Machine, 9 Inch Nails. You've got Stone Temple Pilots. I've said The Cure, Machines of Loving Grace. Fucking, what was his name? For Love, Not Lisa was one of them. Jesus, was it Jesus and Mary Chain? I always get that wrong.
Electric Chair, Arms of Orion, Lemon Crush, Trust, Vicky Waiting, Scandalous, and Bat Dance. He took a song that is essentially quotes from the movie and made a #1 hit out of it. And it was based on the movie. It wasn't something
they did that with Mortal Kombat. What's your point? They did that with the Mortal Kombat soundtrack theme tune. What's your point?
The Mortal Kombat song didn't go to #1.
It did.
It did it? Did it?
It did.
It
At
did.
least in the UK, where I am.
In the UK, well, yeah.
You know, the center of the universe, the UK. So
No.
what's your point?
No.
They took quotes from Mortal Kombat and made it into a #1 hit. You just said they took quotes from.
Actually, yeah, I'm trying to. Well, that's inconsequential again because this is.
Well, no, because that
Batman
was
and
one of your
Crow.
valid points. That was one of your points. He took quotes from the movie and made a #1 hit. I'm just pointing out. So did Mortal Kombat, and that is nowhere near the quality of either of these films. So I'm sorry, that point is absolutely null and void. No. I'm not wearing that one. You know, you tried to slip that one under the belt.
Time. Ooh. Man. Kev, you said
Yes.
which song went to #1?
Mortal Kombat.
The actual
Kombat
song. What was the name of the song?
Oh God. Was it just called Mortal Kombat?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it was the thing from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the theme from Mortal Kombat, where they just
Alright.
clipped quotes from the film.
Because I'm not seeing it on the.
Yeah. It
Soundtrack.
was. Yeah. It's right here. It's from the Immortals.
Actually, I think I don't think there were clips from the movie.
Oh, Techno Syndrome.
what's his
There
name?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it had everything. Test your might.
Test.
Yeah,
your
like
might.
dun,
Yeah, I think that was from the
Kombat!
video game. That was from the video
Yeah,
game.
but you
It was even
just
from
used
the movie.
Yeah, you just used the
We don't know
the
the
argument
quotes
they
were-
used quotes from the film to get a song to #1. So did Mortal Kombat. I wasn't saying Mortal Kombat as a comic book movie. I was using Mortal Kombat as an example of another film which did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up while you guys are fighting your next round.
Well, hold on. Let me get
I'm a
my
dude playing a
let me
dude
get my
pretending to be
wiki
another
editor
dude.
out and
Yeah, Kev, he had you in a corner there. You were getting defensive. He definitely had you against the ropes because you were getting
Yeah.
defensive. Very
last minute
defensive.
fight. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You're doing well for a last minute fighter. He's definitely, he got you that blow with the song in the made for the movie that kind of that was a big uppercut.
Yeah.
That was a big uppercut. So
Seen this chin, I can take it.
I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Other fighters, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, some good points made all around, but I'm still leaning a little bit more towards Batman.
Yeah, I'm leaning. Here's the thing, like I don't want to use any bias. Kev's soundtrack is included in a scene that is so epic and awesome, and it's a track that he somewhat mentioned, but he wasn't close. He only mentioned the artist. A scene in The Crow where the music matches the scene so epically, it's the best scene in both movies, period. If he could just mention that scene and explain how great it is.
I know exactly what scene, but I've got a round to go yet.
All right, so all right.
I'll tell you what, man, you're reminding me of a bunch of songs that I forgot. I'm like, oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll explain at the end because I don't want to give.
No, don't give anything away. So fight cards back up, fighters back in the ring. And are the fighters ready?
Yep. Oh, let's do this one more time, baby.
And fight.
Here's how remarkable your soundtrack album is. We just spent 2 minutes discussing Mortal Kombat instead of you saying, hey, you know what was comparable to this song that Prince was like a total throwaway track that he elevated to number one was this song on my album. But instead you went to another movie's soundtrack, and then you said that's the one that's comparable to it. You have nothing comparable on your album. It's basically just random tracks thrown together for no reason whatsoever.
No
Thematic sense.
Every song on this soundtrack is there because it was specifically picked for a scene. And
then I want you to go through track by track, and I want you to tell me exactly what scene those tracks are played in, because I can tell you every single scene that the Batman songs are in.
Oh, go on then.
No. I asked you. The question was posed to you. The onus isn't on me.
Come on.
All right, stop with that. All right. Kev, the question was posed to you first.
Fair enough. Bollocks. All right. Oh, I'm taking a knee. I'm getting a 10. I'm taking a 10 count here.
That's all right. So
taking a 10 count there.
Man, that's gonna
last
hurt
minute.
You.
I haven't watched the
I know. All right.
8 months.
So let's hear it, Mike.
Well, see. Oh, wait. You want me to the songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
You asked him and he asked you.
The future is played in the background in the beginning as the couple is walking through Gotham City in the alleyway. Electric Chair is played in the background as Bruce Wayne is hosting everybody in the mansion. Arms of Orion is played in the same thing too when Bruce and Vicky are talking to each other. Trust is played during the parade towards the end when the Joker's on the float and he's throwing all the money around and all that stuff. And let's see. Scandalous is played at the end during the credits. Bat Dance isn't played at all because, again, that's a throwaway track that Prince was able to elevate to number one, comparable to the Immortals with their Mortal Kombat theme. Scandalous. Wait, I already said Scandalous. Lemon Crush is also played at it's incidental music in the background during the little party that he's throwing. And there's one other song. Arms Orion. Vicky Waiting. Vicky Waiting also wasn't played in the movie. But other than that, that's it right there. And those are all made by one artist, not a consortium of record company executives who got together and said, hey, you know what? You got to feature this Pantera track on there because we need to sell this stuff.
So enough said has gotten off the mat. Can you answer any can you do any songs with any scenes? Because you're staggering over there.
I have not Googled this. I have not written down.
Okay.
Notes.
Oh yeah. Stop giving the explanation. Just answer the question.
No.
Yeah, 55 seconds.
Oh,
I haven't watched
Christ. How long?
I haven't watched Batman in I don't know how long.
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
But that's what happens when you have a soundtrack that means something to the movie that you're watching. It creates these moments instead of just a bunch of random tracks just thrown into the movie for no reason whatsoever.
Because no. You see, because you won't. You cannot remember the individual
I
name
could
of the tracks
remember. I could remember
because- no, but
Bob's movie,
you've
Kill
been
Bill. I
reading
can
your
remember
fucking notes, mate. I'm on about the
soundtracks.
fact that these songs all are so pertinent to a specific scene that you're just so invested in the scene, and the songs elevate your emotional level and emotional.
I can give you. You know what? I'm gonna play nice with you. I can give you
you're gonna
one
be
for the
generous to
Crow.
me.
Okay.
Okay,
The scene that Eric is talking about
yeah,
is when he's running on the rooftops, and
Yes.
it's to The Cure.
yes.
There you go. Okay.
Time.
That's how
My one
memorable
would
the
have been the fight
soundtrack was to you. Okay.
Time. Oh, Kev.
My
Yeah.
personal one was the fight scene, and I knew that
Yeah.
wasn't Eric, so I didn't want to bring it up
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, cool.
Kev.
with the live band in the on the floor
Ooh,
underneath.
Kev, I think your eye's a little black.
Yeah, I know.
I think
I've
it's
got cover
closing
up.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
I'm
for a
not gonna
last
lie, man.
second-
You
for a
you
last
taking a
second
knee
fighter.
and then not coming back with
Yeah.
something hard. That's gonna
Yeah,
hurt
oh
you.
mate,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
He got me on the ropes. I was not expecting that question. Okay, I
Yeah.
was not expecting that question.
And I'll
I
have you
thought I was
know,
doing pretty
I'll
well
have
for
you
them.
know, The Crow was my number 2 actually. When Alfred told me I couldn't do
Yeah.
Batman, the only one I could think of is either between that or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Why
That
See,
was-
I
I
was
was gonna
thinking
say
of
that was like
Guardians
a-
of the Galaxy. I was
Yeah.
thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians
You
was
should've
another
gone
one
Guardians.
because James Gunn is kind of like Tarantino, where he selects music that
Yeah,
means something, whether it's to the movie or to him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But as a film, I like The Crow a lot more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I
I'll
went
give
with
you
The
that.
Crow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
by the
you
way,
know-
I'm just going to give you guys a little secret now. Just don't tell the people watching in chat. My whole research for that was I actually own the album. I don't own the Batman album. I have in my hand the original CD from release day of The
Mm.
Crow.
Yeah. But Party
great
Man,
record.
Party Man is such a memorable
Oh,
song
yeah.
too, man.
Yeah, but if I could say something, Mike was right. My favorite song on the Crow soundtrack is "Burned by the Cure," but that wasn't the song playing when Eric was running. It was when he was first dressing up as the Crow. It was literally when he
Yeah.
goes back to the apartment, he punches the mirror, and that's where he literally becomes the Crow.
He puts
It's
the
the
mannequin.
most-
Yeah.
Big suit up song that you could do for a superhero like that. You could do that, not just for the Crow. It works for Batman. It works for Daredevil. It works for Ghost Rider. Any of these low level, somewhat supernatural superheroes, you put that as their theme song, as their super song, it works perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, I meant the whole thing, Eric. I like the
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
in
like
all
the
fairness, he
entire
does. He
time.
puts it on.
Yeah,
and
but
he
then,
does the running.
but then there's a different song. Like the song when he's running,
Oh.
that's a different song. It keeps calling me. Like
Kev,
that's
Mhm.
you only have the soundtrack. You don't have the score.
Both, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Because I have them both.
Lastminute.com.
Ooh.
I
I have
knew
them
when
both.
this CD was.
Danny Elfman, man, it's mandatory.
yeah.
But it
that
doesn't
too,
matter
yes.
because this is not a sound.
Yes.
This is not a score question. This
Yeah.
is
Oh
a
no,
soundtrack
this was just
question.
a personal question. No, just
No. I don't have the score, unfortunately.
you get
Blasphemy.
it. It's really good, and they have an
Yeah,
instrumental version of it. It can't rain all the time.
Yeah, but yes. So that was all the research I did. Was that
Cool.
I went through some of the other soundtracks I got. Lost Boys wasn't a comic book. Team America wasn't a comic book.
Actually, technically, Lost Boys did do a comic book, but it did it
Yeah,
after.
but it was
the movie.
after.
After,
It was,
yeah,
an
after.
it was an adaptation.
After.
Yeah.
I was
Lost
going to try to
Boys,
get in
great
under
soundtrack,
that
though.
too, but yeah, no.
No, after,
Yeah.
mate.
Great
After.
soundtrack.
Say,
though.
hey,
Great
I'll tell you
soundtrack.
a soundtrack. When we were talking about like movies that sucked, but they had a good soundtrack. Spawn.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
I was thinking of
Spawn.
Spawn because
Hmm.
I actually really wanted that movie to do well.
Yeah. But
In
man,
fact, Eric
that was
remembers
a
I
banging
lost the
soundtrack,
competition. I lost the Nerd Wars. Sorry, not Nerd Wars. Discord Wars
Man.
with Spawn because it was which movie would you like to get a director's cut?
Mm.
And my
Ugh.
argument was I want Spawn to get a director's cut the way Justice League is getting a
Yeah.
Snyder cut. And people wouldn't wear that because they were like, no, because you'd need to reshoot half the movie.
Well, those
Yeah.
special effects are kind of brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. People said you'd have to reshoot half the movie, etc., etc.,
Yeah.
etc. And I was like, well, that's what I fucking do with the Snyder cut. He's like,
Yeah.
no, but you can't. It's got to be a director's
No, the
cut.
Snyder
only."
cut existed. What are you talking about?
What are
He
you
didn't
talking
have
about?
to
It
do
was
anything.
completely. It was just sitting on
Yeah.
the shelf collecting dust. What are you talking about?
If I could tell you stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think I got to give it. Yeah, I got to give it
Yeah.
to Mike.
Give it to Mike.
Yeah,
Mike.
no,
You took it.
he
Yeah,
did.
definitely.
He did.
In fact, all right. So we have our finalists.
Yeah.
Bob
Oh,
versus
crap.
Mike.
Oh God.
All right. It's a
Oh.
blind fight. First one
Beanie Central.
to yell out their answer gets that answer. The other person gets the other answer. And it's just a who is better or what franchise is better. Let's make it that. What franchise is better, Kev, right? Is that how we're going to do it?
Yes, franchise.
Which franchise is better, Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Oh,
Well,
who
I
said
heard
it
Bob.
first?
I heard Bob.
first. All right, so Bob gets Mario.
Oh God.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
not
no,
gonna
not
argue this
Sonic. Sorry,
No,
Zelda,
I was just
Zelda.
suddenly realised. Yeah, so sorry. Take your answers back.
Take your answer back.
crap.
Mario or Zelda?
Mario.
Mario.
All right.
Hey!
Same things.
You both win. It's the correct answer, Steph. If you're watching this on replay, told ya.
Ah.
This is gonna be awful, by the way.
So yeah, Bob
Zelda.
has Mario.
Yep.
Wait, what's mine?
Zelda.
Zelda. The Zelda franchise.
Oh, I could just see his heart breaking right now.
Let me guess. You never played a Zelda game, have you, Mike? Oof.
I sell the manga, but that's about it.
The manga, not even a walkthrough, but the manga. Close enough. If I can quickly take a leak and then I can get back, because
yeah, you can, but this time go to the toilet. Yeah, don't just go off camera.
yeah, don't worry, it's gonna be
We still heard the water. We heard the water splashing last time.
Oh my god. All right.
Right. If I can give any advice to either fighter, it would be this: pure and simple.
Yep.
Mario's better. But I'm an impartial judge, and I'm just saying that to really wind Steph up.
Yes.
No. If you don't know a fact, blag it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the
We're
thing.
not doing fact. We're not fact checking this. You know, we haven't
We're
got an
trying
army.
to. We're trying
Yeah.
to, but it's hard right now. It's in the middle of a stream that we've been going for hours. So
Well, to be accurate with you right now, yes, we have been going almost 9 hours continuously. So,
Yep.
There you go. The orc says.
okay, we'll here, Mike, I'll put your Twitter and stuff up there. I didn't get a chance to do that now.
But yeah, so I will be basing this purely on the arguments. If I know something's bullshit, I will call you out on it. If I don't know something's bullshit, I won't be fact checking it. Confident?
Yep.
It's just at Rogue Comics and then just youtube.com/
Yeah.
and then youtube.com/Rogue Comics.
If you want, I got one of those link tree things.
Oh, you have a
but
link
it's not
tree?
his
All
name
right,
is
perfect.
Linktree.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's what is it? Yeah.
It's direct.me/Rogue Comics.
And I'm back.
All right.
Oh, joy. We miss you
Perfect.
so much.
Perfect timing. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. This was a blind fight, and the fighters had to yell out their answer, and whoever yelled it out first gets that answer. And the question is, which franchise is better, Zelda or Mario? In the left, we got Bob fighting for Mario.
It's
And
a
then-
me.
And on the right, we have Mike at Rogue Comics fighting for the Zelda franchise.
Go, Mike. Go, Mike. Go, Mike.
Are you trying to be Steph? Is that what you're trying to do? All right.
Well, you know,
Are the fighters ready?
Yes.
And fight.
People don't even know who Zelda is in
wow,
your
this
game.
is a really riveting.
They don't
fight.
even.
This
They
is-
think the main character's name is Zelda. They can't even get the name straight. My franchise has sold over 256 individual games. 31 games sold over 1 million copies or more. He's in television, anime, films, manga, toys, concerts. The best-selling video game franchise of all time. No one is even close, with over 670 million copies of the game sold. It is the highest grossing media franchise in video game history. Are we muted?
No, I don't think so. Mike?
Yes.
Mike's just pulling the rope-a-dope here, I think.
Basically,
I hope so, because that's all I got.
Come on, Mike, you can pull this back.
Surprisingly, based on the amount of copies of The Legend of Zelda manga that I have compared to the one of Mario that I have, I would say a lot more people seem to know Zelda than Mario, even though Mario has over
but they can't get him straight.
Over 250 games, of course. Probably about 125 of them are like Tetris based with like little, pills dropping or whatever.
Doesn't matter. They still sell, baby. They still sell.
It does, because actually it doesn't sell. The main copies sell. Kind of like, that's why there's only 25 versions of Legends of Zelda. And rather than, I don't know, mass market their product to every single thing, there was never a Zelda movie with John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins. So at the very least,
hey,
Zelda
you leave John Leguizamo alone.
Zelda still has its dignity, because there was no bad 90s adaptation of, and I mean, you want to talk about cash grabs.
Wanted one.
Actually, I think probably based on this, I would say that the creators took the high road and said, you know what, we have more respect for our product than the
creators
whores
don't make
over
crap.
in Mario
It's owned by
Land
Nintendo.
do.
Nintendo looked at Zelda and went, yeah, we're not going to make money off a movie off of that.
Actually, I seem to remember Super Nintendo, I could be wrong, that Zelda was released in a gold cartridge, because I think I do own that, even though I never played it. But Mario, I don't remember Mario getting any such sort of special preferential treatment.
Because it ain't needed,
then again,
baby.
It doesn't matter, because when you keep manufacturing crap, there's no what's the word to it? There's no specialness to it. It's just yet another Mario version.
It ain't manufacturing crap if it's lasted for 30 years.
Actually, that's not true, because I mean, Cracker Barrel's still in business, and they manufacture crap.
Ouch, that hurts my soul. Well, come on, Matt. Think about this. Mm-hmm. When you ask people who is the greatest video game character of all time, the first thing that's gonna pop in their minds is Mario. Come on.
And see, actually, you know what? Here's the better thing. You're talking about which franchise is better. The fact that people know that Zelda is that franchise. They don't need to know who Link is, because the franchise is The Legend of Zelda.
There's no franchise.
Whereas
bigger than Mario
is, okay, name some of the other characters in Mario that aren't Mario or Luigi.
Princess Peach, Toad, Bowser.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
I don't need to go any further, man.
There's more. Those are the main ones. Those were the ones that were in the cartoon.
Time.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Bob pulling out the facts in the first round. Right.
I don't have anything else to
dude, I think that fight is best described as the first minute or two, both fighters are feeling each other out, and then they just went for a flurry of punches.
I agree.
But I will say, I think Mike got in a bit of a hit at the end when Bob refused to list anymore. There were more characters than those five.
Yeah, never back down. Never back down, Bob. He had you. Yeah, you got to keep punching, even if he's trying to block.
I couldn't punch back because the time ended.
Well, then, yeah, but there was some time. You still had seconds left.
Two more.
You still had seconds left. Kev?
Oh, like I say, that started off slow. Both fighters feeling each other out, testing each other's, mental fortitude, shall we say. And then Bob started swinging a bit. Mike just kind of absorbed it. And then he threw a few haymakers of his own, just to say, hey, I'm still here, boy. I ain't going nowhere yet. So I think that was very even by the end of it, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely has been an even fight so far. And there's Mike trying to tag in. Sorry, Mike, can't. Man, yeah, I'm interested to see where the next 2 rounds are gonna go. Very interested to see where the next 2 rounds are gonna go, because so far it's an even fight. Are the fighters ready for the next round?
No.
I gotta agree with that.
Scrapped out with him. That's why.
Man, and that's why this was the final round, because this is a tough one. It is. It's actually a blind fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, get ready, fight.
All right. So, you want to talk about why Mario is better than Zelda? Zelda has what? 1, maybe 2 genres. Mario has over 20 different types of game. Now, I couldn't tell you what all those are, but let's face it, man. When you can spread your fingers into that many pies,
That means you're not doing it right, because if you were doing
How are you
it
not
right,
doing
you
it right
wouldn't
if
need
you're
to spread-
expanding that
You wouldn't
that
need to say,
far?
hey, you know what? We're not a good adventure game. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do sci-fi. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's not do sci-fi. Let's do puzzles. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's not do puzzles. Let's try. No, that's what you call throwing
You're
shit at
quitting-
the wall to see what sticks, because you aren't confident in the
That's not
franchise
throwing it
that
at the wall
you
to see what
have.
sticks. That's
Zelda
realizing
doesn't
that it
need to
can
do
spread
that,
into
because all Zelda
anything.
did was
Mario
the adventure
works
thing
everywhere.
and do it right.
Paper
They do it
Mario,
right.
great RPG.
Since the 80s,
Super Mario, great platform.
Zelda
The king of
has been nailing it
platformers.
for over
Mario
25 different games.
Pretty much the best
even
racing
coming
game
to
you're
the
ever going to
Switch
play.
now.
Everybody
That's
fears
how
the
good it
friggin'
is.
red shell. Come on.
It took Mario 2.5 years to get off of Donkey Kong's dick to come out with his own game to begin with. Okay, so
Everybody starts at the bottom, baby. Everybody starts at the bottom. But now who's the king? Who's the king? Who's the person that everybody
King
comes to and asks for their blessing? Mario. King
oh no,
Mario.
no.
Your princess is in another castle. Look elsewhere.
Zelda's franchise is so much better that they don't need to suck at the teat of Mario, because they can do it on their own, and they've done it with one genre and being excellent at that, instead of trying to water down the project, the merchandise, the
watered
franchise
down
by doing this.
They sold 750 million games. That's not watered down. That's winning, man.
I would
That's
call
Tiger
going
blood.
from
Mario
going
has
from
Tiger
going
blood.
from a head-to-head where you play as
I don't have to
where
talk
you play
anymore.
with
I've already proven my point. You're just
Zelda's
now,
better.
now you're
Zelda's
just
better.
I've hit
Zelda's
you with
better.
I've hit you with the red shell. I've hit you with the red shell. You're
But you know
you're
what?
spinning
See,
out.
if you knew what,
Done.
if that franchise was so much better, you would know what would happen if you hit the red shell. If you jump onto the red shell, I don't know what.
No, it blows you. It blows you out of the water.
Zelda has done one thing consistently for over 30 years, and that's all they need
Zelda
to do.
is
They
a
don't
big
need to
fish
branch
in a
out, and they don't need to try
small
puzzle games.
Mario is
they
the
don't need to try
ocean.
no. They have done the adventure thing, and they've done it.
How much more time we got in this damn thing?
Come
got
on,
2 minutes
guys.
to go.
This is a
Keep going.
12-minute fight total, basically. You
This ain't
guys
gonna
can't
go
talk
12
about
rounds,
Zelda
baby.
and Mario for 12
Over a
minutes
minute
total.
left on the first
minute
this
left
round.
on the second
I'm
round.
coming in dry here, dude. I'm biting the pillow. I got nothing left.
So you
Talk about replayability and like how you can play the games.
Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, no, we already talked about. I already said he's like. There's over 20 different kinds of Mario games. The variety is next to none.
That's variety, not replayability. Talk about replayability.
Replayability.
I am
Let's
talking
see.
about. I'm
How
getting
many
there.
times-
God, let me give me a second.
How many times when you're playing Mario Brothers can you play on the same level with the same damn pipes and the same turtles coming down and all that other nonsense? It gets boring out.
You're talking about
That's why you need an
don't
adventure
improve on
format
perfection.
that you can wander
You don't
around.
improve
It's
on
an
perfection.
open. It's an what do they call that?
Open world.
Thank you. Yes,
You don't
there
even
go.
know the
See,
name of it.
exactly.
You
It's an
don't even
it's
know
an
the
open
facts of
world.
your own
Whereas
game.
with Mario,
Mario
you have
has
that
open
one
world. They've
little
got
that one
Paper
little
Mario,
screen
great
where there's a
RPG.
bunch of
They
pipes.
took the
and-
RPG genre that your game claims to be the best at,
Mario.
and they perfect.
Time.
Dude,
Oh my gosh, 2 comic book guys fighting about
What
video
is
games.
going on here,
It's
ladies?
Two comic guys
fantastic.
fighting about video games.
Here?
Oh, but come on,
Yeah.
Mario and Zelda, 2 comic
iconic.
book. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, you
I
guys
haven't played
should.
Mario or
About
Zelda in
Mario.
like 10 years.
So what? Okay, didn't you grow
And
up
You know,
playing them?
you played.
You grew up
you know, if
playing
you
them,
played it,
right?
Dude, I spent hours trying to get to the top of the flagpole. And once I did, I was like, I'm done. I can't do this.
So what you're
anymore.
saying is you like riding the pole, yeah?
All right,
Yeah.
so
as
man,
it's meat
that
on it.
that Donkey Kong comment, man, that was
Oh,
that
my-
was a
I
left
saw your
haymaker.
reaction there, Chris.
Oh, that was a haymaker.
Oh,
That was a haymaker. So far, Mike's definitely as much as I love Mario.
In the interest of disclosure, I don't know if you can see it there.
What do you think Bob's got up in
Yeah.
front of him?
I don't have anything up. That's
It's
what
on
I'm
my
saying.
phone.
I said I'm done. I don't have anything left.
Well,
I think Mike
There's-
did rock him with that.
I mean,
yeah,
he-
but there's still a lot to talk about, guys.
yeah, there's so much. If I can make a suggestion for this next round,
Please.
Wait, there's
Eat-
another round?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
One
only
more
round
Saying, I was
two.
like, oh God.
okay, one more round. Mike, this is probably going to be harder for you than Bob. Pick one game from your franchise that you feel defines it. It's the best one, and say why it's the better game over the other one.
Yeah, pick. Okay, I like that definitely, but also think outside the box. We're not just talking about video games here. There were other mediums that these games, that these franchises were in. You guys talked
Yeah.
about the Mario movie, and that was it. That's
Yeah,
all
well,
I'm
I
going
mean-
to say.
Is
That's all
that-
I'm going to
is it-
say. That's all I'm going to say.
So I just
So-
got to say one thing, by the way.
Huh.
Slev, you're spamming the chat with caps lock there. Come on, man. Everything you're posting is caps lock.
Yeah, easy there, Slev. I know you're getting. Yeah, he's getting passionate about The Last of Us too.
Shit. Game.
All right. So,
Shit game.
I mean, this is still an even fight. Like,
It can
It's-
go either way.
that's the thing. Like, it's not like you guys are like have some space that you're not talking a lot, but it's still an even fight. So think of it that way. Going into the final round, think of it as a boxing match. Think about what you've been doing the first 2 rounds. And decide, do I need to change my strategy? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? It's a boxing match. That's why I give time in between. All right, are the fighters ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready as I could ever be,
It
man.
looks like I
Did I
don't
mention
know.
that Prince did a soundtrack to one of
Yeah.
the Zelda games?
I'm not fact checking this.
All right,
I'm just going on the arguments.
ready and fight.
All right, you want to talk about franchise? Let's talk about Mario. Let's talk about television. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Captain Lou Albano, legendary wrestler, perfectly personifying this character, giving us all kinds of different franchises from that. We had Castlevania, we had Captain N, the Game Master, Link. I mean, everything was in that show. Why was it centered around Mario? Because Mario was the franchise.
Because Mario was the
There have been
whore that they
anime,
wanted to pimp
There have
out,
been
and
films,
they said, "Hey,
there
you
have
know
been
what?
manga. You being
Why
a
would
comic
you
book guy,
bother?
there
Why
have
would
been
you bother trying
There have
to,
been anime and
to
manga
enjoy this adventure game,
toys, the
which is
toys
different
from
every time
Super
you
Mario,
play
the
it?
toy sets.
Instead, here, take this whore dressed in
There
suspenders.
have been music concerts built entirely around Mario.
Well, after the Turtles, I saw the Turtles thing. I wouldn't consider that an achievement there because, I mean, again, being a whore, that would happen with anything. You can do anything. You can pimp them out. But let's talk about the legacy.
But why would you
Let's
want to?
talk
Because
about
you
the
know it
legacy of
sells.
Zelda. Zelda has received some of the highest acclaim, some of the highest scores that have ever been given to video games. Because
Forget the video-
instead of
Super
whoring
Mario
themselves
Galaxy
out
was
and
voted the
watering down
greatest
the
game of all
franchise, they have
time.
concentrated on the one thing that they do great, and that's
Super
the
Mario
adventure
Galaxy was
genre.
recently said it was quite possibly the greatest Mario game ever created, as well as the greatest video game created. Period.
Zelda is
It literally
one of
was the
few
game that
series
sold
with multiple
the
perfect
platform.
scores. And one of the games is even listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. Okay. Let's see
Okay.
Mario do that. Mario could probably do that for the most pimped out franchise.
Mario actually took. Mario
except
was
for
also
maybe,
took the jump and went with 3D and excelled at it. It went from one
Did it?
format, side-scrolling platformer, to a full 3D open world game,
did it? What
and
was
it
the name
just
of the open world game?
smashed it.
What was the name of the game?
Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy literally took the Mario style.
Did they make any more after Super Mario Gallery? Was there Super Mario Gallery 2? Super Mario
Yes, there
Gallery
was.
3? Or was that the only one?
No, there was Super Mario Galaxy 2.
And what was after that?
I don't know, because like I said, I haven't played the games, but I know that the franchise.
But see, again, you're talking about
when you talk about franchising
quantity
enduring,
compared to
you're
quality.
talking about something
Okay,
that is in
because
the same
once you
breath
do
as
something,
Star Wars,
once you do something
Star
and it
Trek,
sells,
James
instead
Bond.
of accelerating
Zelda survives
or making
Zelda
the
survives off of
franchise
Nintendo. Mario survives off of Mario.
no Mario. So you're saying Mario eats itself then, because essentially that's what they're doing by watering down their product instead of taking
it's
it
not
to the
watering
next
down
level.
the product.
Well,
If the product is continually coming out fresh.
After 3D, they did the 2 and 3.
Top selling franchises: Mario, Super Mario,
After
Mario Kart,
Super
Mario
Mario,
Sports, Mario
after
Party,
Super
Mario RPG.
3D, 1, 2, and 3. What did they do?
You gotta go
How did
all
they
the way
elevate it?
down.
How
You
did
gotta
they
go all the way
elevate it
down to
from that?
number 12 to get to Legend of Zelda.
For what?
For the top game stops for the top 100 million copies sold.
Oh, but it wouldn't matter. Is Mario listed in the Guinness Book of World Records? As
You can get listed in the Guinness World Records for being the most toenails. It doesn't matter.
As the highest rated video game in history. Not
ratings,
just like
ratings are
not
nothing.
history
Ratings can
from
be
like
bought.
What?
Hard
No,
numbers
that-
are what matters. And Mario is the best selling franchise.
You can't
period.
buy,
Dude, you could go out and buy a 10-star ranking. It doesn't matter. Those things don't matter. Those are bought and sold.
Guinness Book of Guinness
one
Book
after
of
the
Records
other.
not bought and sold.
Time.
Like I said,
Oh, Bob.
Okay, hold on. Before
Why?
we go any further, can I
Yeah.
just say, give a fucking round of applause
Yeah,
to both of our
seriously.
competitors. Blind fight. Both of them are absolutely clueless on the subject. And
Yeah.
oh my fucking
man.
God.
I'm just
That
not.
was-
I'm just
The
not a
first minute of the
Nintendo
first
guy.
round, I was a bit worried. I thought, oh, this is going to be just dead air for 12 minutes. But
But that's what
holy
makes good
shit, they
fighters.
brought it.
No.
Yeah, that's what makes good fighters,
Yeah.
being able to take a topic. That's why I was like, guys, just keep going, because I know you both got it in you. And Bob, you killed yourself at the end.
No, I
You were
wasn't.
looking
Yeah.
at a ratings list and then said ratings don't matter.
Yes,
that's-
yes.
You were looking at a rating.
No, I was
list.
looking at. No, I
Yeah.
said numbers matter, not no, it wasn't ranking. He was talking about. It was
No,
Guinness
you
Guinness
said
Book,
that-
Guinness
said
World
that
of
Super
World's
Bowl-
record. I said
Yeah,
anybody
well,
can get into Guinness Book of
No,
World
but
Record.
then he started
Yeah,
talking
but
about
that-
highest
rankings
rated.
and highest
but that
rated,
Guinness
and
Book
you
of-
said ratings can be bought after you
Yes.
were talking about
Yeah.
highest rated game.
Right,
Yeah,
ratings
you
can be
choose
bought,
the highest
but
rated game.
numbers
Her
can't be
best
bought.
rated the best game ever. Oh, ratings can be bought.
No, I didn't say it was
Yeah.
rated the best game. I said it was the most successful game ever.
No,
Yeah,
you
but-
said it was. You said that, Bob. You said that Super Mario Galaxy was said by gamers to be the best game ever
It was
made.
considered to be the best game ever.
And
Yeah,
that's the highest.
And when I
that's
said
the
that,
highest.
yeah,
That's
right.
the rating.
When I followed it up, I was talking
Right.
about. I was talking
And
about
then
sales
you
numbers.
actually shot yourself in the foot that time, and you went from your confidence of it is the best rated to possibly the best rated, and there you lost me as well.
Yeah,
in that
well,
last
I did the
round.
best I could.
Yeah,
This
no,
is-
you did
No,
great.
no, we're not
I'm
knocking
just-
either
I'm
of you.
not-
Fucking
I'm
hell.
not knocking you for it. I'm just letting you know
My
where you
fragile,
lost it.
my fragile spirit has been shattered.
Well,
it's okay.
just
Oh,
Go ahead.
prepare for the next
Mike.
one. 'Cause
Mike.
you will be brought back because that was awesome, man. You did
Yes.
awesome.
Oh,
So,
fuck
and
me.
Mike,
No.
congratulations.
That's hard
I'm
to
a
argue
Mario
too.
guy. I'm a Mario guy, but you sold me. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
sold me that Zelda is better, and so Zelda.
Well, I
take Mike.
apologize. I apologize for slandering Mario.
It's okay.
I don't.
It's okay.
I don't
He's
think.
all
It's
right.
okay.
Should've-
It's
That
okay.
was great.
I
I
think
should
it was-
have went Zelda because I like Zelda better than Mario.
Exactly. It's like, man, dude, there's so like Zelda's a better franchise.
Yeah.
In terms of quality of games, there's less, but
Oh yeah.
dude, Ocarina of Time is the greatest game ever made.
It
And I
might
see
be,
that as a
yeah.
fan of Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
I'm willing to admit.
Mate, you two
And-
did such a fucking good job.
Dude,
Yeah.
Twilight Princess is still one of my favorite games of all time.
And Twilight Princess, dude, like that's what I'm trying to say. Say game for game, same console for same console. Zelda always had the better
Yeah.
game.
Well, and
Especially
and,
in
and it doesn't like Mario, like you said, Mario is so generic.
Yeah,
I mean, not necessarily generic, just
you
more
had me when you
iconic.
said, you had me first off. Oh yeah, it took 2.5 years for Mario to stop sucking Donkey Kong's dick.
That was
Like that was just damn.
That was I was like, can I take a knee too?
Yeah.
You could have.
I'm not.
Like-
I'm not a punk. I'm not a punk like Kev. So I ain't taking a knee in this.
Oh yeah, you've had training. You were in fight camp before this for the previous.
Oh my God,
for the
dude.
previous battle. I was last minute. I'm that fat
Yeah.
bloke asleep on the bench
Yeah.
outside the fucking arena. They go, "Oi, do you want to earn a quick $20?" Only difference is I spent $35 getting in the arena to participate. But yeah, no, and then Mike, yeah, oh mate,
Because that's the thing.
I like that. And you the whole they call it, yeah, because that's Mario's been on so many things because they're whoring him out.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
God.
are worried about it. You can't argue with that. The reason why
I mean,
that's why
it's
he
not
has all those sales numbers is because they're basically
Yeah.
like, look, I put Mario on everything.
And the thing is, it's not like those games. Not like all of those games are bad. Like all the
Mhm.
Mario Karts are very solid. All the Mario Tennis, Mario
Paper Mario was a
Football.
great RPG.
Paper Mario is great, absolutely. And but man, let's face it, compared the best of Mario, when I think Mario, and as a franchise, it's those platforms. Those mainline platformers that's made for
Super
the
Mario,
main system.
Super Mario 2 is still probably the best platformer ever.
Super Mario? Wait, which Super Mario?
For Nintendo, for the Super NES.
You mean Mario World? Super Mario World.
No, the
Mario 2 was the NES.
Like so, and we're talking about like the one that was at the Doki Doki Panic.
Oh, you're
No.
talking about Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I'm talking
Super
about.
Mario World. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Mario World 2.
That might be the best platformer of all time.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, I consider it more of a Yoshi game than a Mario game, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean,
still
the
in
one that I
Mario
would pick
franchise.
overall would be Mario Party.
Well,
Because it's so
so-
much fun for multiplayers.
Talking
Mario Party,
purely about platformers, which one do you think was? I actually think Castlevania was probably the better platformer of all of them.
It's an action platformer.
Yeah.
But Castlevania is incredibly underrated, especially in story, in terms of lore and characters.
Yeah.
Great. But like if we're talking about best platformer, the ones that I mainly did were like the Sony ones, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the
Mhm.
Dragon, Sly Cooper.
Sonic.
I was Sonic.
Banjo Kazooie, I loved.
Oh yeah.
Banjo Kazooie. Oh yeah, best. That's probably the best platform for N64.
Yeah.
Easily.
So I'm just throwing out there because you were on about the Sonys. I'm saying no. Nintendo said other things apart from Mario.
Yeah. Well, that was mainly thanks to Rare.
Yeah. What was it?
No. Medium rare normally because I don't know where the meat's come from.
So, Eric, Kev, you're going with Mike.
I concede.
Yeah, I
It
gotta go with
pains
Mike.
me.
Yeah.
What little soul I have left is actually dying as we fucking
Going
speak.
for Zelda
Yeah,
over
and
Mario, yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a
Inside
feeling I need
myself,
to.
But the argument,
Yeah.
It feels like Bob knew more about Mario than Mike did Zelda, and that's kind of like
Facts
throughout the
don't
whole
win
fight.
the
That's what
debate,
leads
though.
Facts don't win the debate.
Yeah, facts don't win the
Yeah,
debate.
again,
It's
we're not
internal
fact-checking.
performance.
Yeah.
And Mike just flattening him out. Even it's incredible. Good
Let's
one, Mike.
see what does the chat think? They're having their own debates in there. I love
They're
it.
talking about
Love
Final
seeing it.
Fantasy 7 and Resident Evil 2.
I love it, but I
Yeah.
want to know because obviously they were listening too. Who won, Mike or Bob? All of us on the panel here said Mike, even us people who are Team Mario usually.
Yeah.
So let's see what they say. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to sign off. So this has been Friday Night Fights here on the Planet of Nerds. I am Chris Darth Pyrin Walker. This has been a crazy night of fighting. We've had some 4 excellent fighters. Only one came out on top. First, let's give him the floor. So go
The only one.
ahead, Mike. Anything you would like to plug?
No, if you happen to be in Connecticut in the United States, please stop by. I'm in Bridgeport. I think Chris did put up the thing. I have social media and all that. If you want to follow me, it's mostly comic book news or stuff that Marvel, DC, Image, whatever is put out. And that's it. And hopefully donate to the GoFundMe, which to be honest with you guys, I tried for about 20 minutes, and for some reason GoFundMe wouldn't allow me to fund them. So I don't know what the deal is. I tried 3 different credit cards. I tried.
In all fairness, sorry to interrupt you.
It's
there.
been
In all
giving
fairness,
troubles.
It's
yeah.
yeah. We've had a couple of people who have experienced similar things. The Ledge, David March, Gippy White, they both had trouble donating for some reason. So
Is it because it's like a British thing and
th-
I'm in?
I
the
think
US?
so, but
no,
last
but
time we did it
Dante's
like
been
that,
there. James has been fine.
yeah, it's just your bank. I think it's your banks.
Mm.
Like they're looking at it.
Yeah, I think it's certain banks in the US.
So, yeah, I contact Steph, send her a DM
Okay.
on Twitter, and
Okay.
she'll give you either her Cash App or PayPal.
Oh, she has Cash App.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And then,
And then she'll donate it for
donate
you.
on your behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the
Okay.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, man. Really
Yeah,
do.
man.
Yeah.
Hashtag for the children, for the kids, as Andy's been saying, so we don't say for the children, I guess. But that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and unspotlight you. Good job, Mike, winning
Yes.
the
Thanks.
inaugural Friday night fights. Let's get the panel back on here and go down the line. And let's go over to Eric. Eric, good job today. As
Thank you.
always a solid fighter. You brought the aggression. Just got you got put into the ropes a little bit. So
Yeah.
come back
It's
strong
okay.
next time.
I hope so. Like, gotta get back in the ring, get back into shape. It's been fun.
Gotta hydrate, man.
Mike, gotta hydrate, gotta look it up, gotta get in behind the scenes and all that. But overall, it was lots of fun. Thanks for having me here.
Glad you had fun. Always good to have you, Eric. Keep fighting, keep training, and we'll have you back on. And then because he's a co-host on this show, we're going to skip him real quick and go over to Bob. Bob, awesome job tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for
Awesome.
having me. Appreciate it. It was fun.
Kev's-
I'll be a little bit better prepared.
Sorry.
That's awesome. You gotta highlight that for a second, dude. You gotta show everybody.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I can because he's
Yeah.
got the camera off.
But
Yeah,
I'd
I've got
have
the
to-
camera off to
Oh, no,
show that.
Yeah, turn it on real quick.
Okay.
And let me see if I can do it like this. Spotlight.
and then
Now
do it.
turn it off. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
But
You
no,
happy
man,
now?
Better
this
on
was fun. Are you happy now?
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting, yeah, hold on.
Are you
Bob.
not entertained?
are you not entertained?
Callback.
All right, Bob. Anything you wanna plug?
Yeah, just sub to my channels, YouTube and Twitch, and I don't know. Are we streaming Valheim tonight? Or
We will be streaming Valheim's
Yeah,
very
come
soon.
join us for that, guys.
Yep. All right, and then of course my green fellow next to me, Kev,
Yep,
aka
well,
Enough Said, aka Captain Strong.
Yeah. I've been
Click.
rehydrating because I had a tough
Click,
fight today.
Bo, yeah. So jumping in as a fighter last second, it's always tough to do. So good job.
Yep.
Mike definitely had you on the ropes when he asked
He
you to
did, yes.
name the scenes with the song, and then he went and did it on his.
Yeah, but he had the cheat sheet up. He was reading.
Did he?
No,
he
no,
didn't?
no,
Yeah, I
no.
saw him looking
Oh,
down. I
no,
saw him
no,
looking
all
down.
right. Oh, folks, looks like we got a rivalry brewing here between
saw
Enough
him
Said
looking
and Mike
down,
at
man.
Rogue Comics, and possibly Mike at Rogue Comics with Bob. So
Like, yeah,
looks
were
like
you
Mike's
looking
gonna
down?
be the bad guy in this soap opera of debates.
See, he's not. Look. See. Look at him. Yeah, that's the face of a guilty person.
If calling out the truth makes one bad, then I will be completely.
Another
And you're the best
totally
person on
evil.
the planet.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the fights tonight. We will be back next Friday for Friday Night Fights. Laters.
Bye.
I still won.